What's up, folks? It's your boy Coach Ty, back at you with another one, and in today's video I've got a new program for you. I've been right where you're at. You're a skinny guy trying to put on some weight, trying to make some gains. I'm gonna give you some notes on things to do outside the gym, and then we're gonna get to the routine. Let's get straight into it. Here we go. Okay, few quick notes before we get to the program itself. First, I want to make sure to measure your expectations. Unless you are on drugs, it takes multiple years of training in order to build significant amounts of muscle. Those goofies on Instagram will have you believing you'll look like Arnold in 3 to 6 months. Muscle growth is a very slow process, so embrace the process and focus on progressive overload. And speaking of progressive overload, I'd recommend you stick with the same program for at least 3 months of time so you can consistently improve your strength and also induce muscle growth on a regular basis. If you keep changing the exercises, you can't progressively overload because you're constantly starting with a new exercise. Next, you need to be in a slight caloric surplus. Keyword here being slight. There have been multiple studies on this idea, and when I first started, I tried to gain weight as quickly as I possibly could, thinking that it would mean I built muscle faster, and most skinny guys do the same. But whether you're in a 10% surplus or 30%, the amount of muscle growth is exactly the same. The only difference is with the 30% surplus, you'll gain significantly more fat, which isn't good for obvious reasons. But one less obvious reason is that it gets harder to build muscle when your body fat percentage gets too high. Your hormone production suffers, your chronic inflammation levels suffer, among other things. Finally, about the program in particular, these programs are not a whole ton of volume. I'm assuming that because you're watching this video, you are skinny and therefore relatively early in your lifting journey. Beginners don't need a whole ton of volume in order to see gains. We are also focusing on nothing but compound moves except one. We're trying to cover the largest amount of musculature possible with each exercise, and we're also training relatively heavy. There are 2 programs meant to be done in succession. You can do these as many times as you can in a week. For example, program A Monday, program B Tuesday, program A Thursday, program B Friday. Now, with all that being said, let's get into the programs. Again, we got nothing but compound lifts in this one, so we're starting with the barbell back squat. And for, I believe, every move I have in this routine, I have a specific breakdown video for the exercise itself if you're looking for more specifics on exercise form. I'm gonna try to remember to link all those in the description down below. So if you need additional help on form, check those out. We're starting with the barbell back squat. As always, make sure you are hitting parallel depth. If you have the range of motion to go lower than that, have at it. Also, quick note, I'm facing out of the barbell rack on these. Don't do that. I'm just doing that for the sake of the video so you guys can see the form. Face the opposite direction, always. Next exercise is the barbell overhead press. Poke your head through the window and push backwards at the top of the range of motion. Get your elbows mostly extended, not fully extended. We don't want to hyperextend the elbows. And then back to your collarbones at the bottom. Mostly front delt with a little bit of side delt on this exercise, but mostly the front of your shoulders with the overhead press. Of course, the squat, glutes, and quads. Next, we've got the Romanian deadlift, stiff leg. Now, what you're looking for on this exercise is to feel an intense stretch in your hamstrings. When you feel that stretch, stay there for just a moment and then come on back up. No need to shoot your hips all the way through. We don't want to hyperextend the lower spine. Just look for that stretch, and that's your range of motion. And this is going to train mostly your hamstrings and also your glutes, lower back as well. And our, I believe, final move in this first program, single arm dumbbell row. Find something to brace yourself up against. Try to get your torso as close to parallel with the ground as you can. That'll extend the range of motion. Let your elbow fully extend and then pull your elbow just behind your torso. Make sure you avoid any bouncing. Keep this one strict. It's very easy to go too heavy and start bouncing on this exercise. Program B. Bench press, pull down, reverse lunge, and machine hamstring curl. So on your bench press, make sure you pull your shoulder blades back real hard, get an arch in your spine so your shoulder blades can be dug into the bench. Again, you don't want to arch like a power lifter would with that extreme arch, but some arch is beneficial for your shoulder joint. Tap your chest and then press back up. Again, make sure we're getting a full range of motion, none of that quarter rep stuff. Machine pull down. This is going to train your lats and your biceps. Poke your head through the window at the top of the exercise, and then as you pull, lean back slightly. Again, this will extend the range of motion by a tad bit. We're trying to squeeze out every bit of range of motion we can possibly get. Pull to the collarbones, try to get a good contraction in the lats at the bottom, and then look for what feels like a stretch at the top. Exercise number 3, the reverse lunge. So we got some more quads and glutes on this one. Make sure your back knee gently taps the floor. Do not smash your knee into the floor. A lot of people don't control themselves on the way down with a lunge. Keep a nice tall chest, eyes ahead. Another tendency people have is to look down. Your body will follow your eyes. So if you're looking down, you're gonna get too pitched forward. Tall chest, shoulder blades pulled back, gently tap the knee, and back to the starting position. And then our final exercise in this group is our only isolation move, but it's a great one, seated hamstring curl. If you don't have this machine, just go for a laying hamstring curl, that's totally fine. But the seated hamstring curl will stretch your hamstrings a lot more than a laying one. A laying one won't really stretch the hamstrings. This one will, so it's probably more beneficial than a laying, but again, if you just don't have it, go with what you got. And that's it for our 2 programs. Short, simple, sweet, easy. Again, these are a lot of compound exercises that are meant to be trained on the heavier side, so we can cover the most ground that we possibly can with our time in the gym. And again, as a beginner, you don't need a whole lot. I'm Coach Todd with Muscle Wiki. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. There will be 2 more videos in the corners for you here in a second. Please watch something else. I will see you with the next one. Deuces.